In this video, you will learn how to link model objects to tasks. Once we have the 3D model imported and the schedule created or imported, we are ready to begin linking model objects to tasks in the schedule. The linking method involves three simple steps. 1. Select the tasks that you want to assign the 3D resources to. 2. Select the correct use profile. And 3. Select the 3D objects and assign them to the task. As an example, we will begin with the excavation. First, select the task Main Site Clearance by simply left-clicking on the task in the Gantt chart. It will be highlighted to indicate that it is selected. Then, select the Remove Use Profile from the Fast Settings menu, which is available in both the Home ribbon and as a separate toolbar. Because you will be using this menu frequently, it is good to enable the toolbar. If it is not visible, you can enable it by right-clicking in the blue space below the ribbon and selecting Fast Options. In the toolbar, the Use Profile setting is the leftmost drop-down box. You can also select the use profile from the list at the top of the Navigator Use Profiles panel. Now we will select the 3D resource we want to assign to the selected task. In the tutorial example, the area to be excavated has been modeled as a separate object in the site model before exporting the DWF. To select it in the 3D window, hold down the Control key on the keyboard and left-click on the center area of the grass. To assign it, right-click in the 3D window and select Assign to Selected Tasks from the context menu. To see the effect of the resource assignment, move the focus time in the Gantt chart to the left of the Main Site Clearance task. To do this, select the red triangle within the timeline at the top of the Gantt chart with the left mouse button and move the mouse to the left. Alternatively, you can simply left-click once in the timeline above the Gantt chart where you want the focus time to jump to. You will see that the ground is present before the task. Drag the focus time to a point in the middle of the task duration. The area to be excavated now turns orange, which is the use profile color for Remove. Dragging the focus time after the task, you will see that the area has been removed. After assigning a 3D object or objects to a task, you will see a dark blue marker appear on the tasks bar in the 3D column of the task list, which indicates that the 3D resource has been assigned to it. The number in the column notes how many 3D objects are assigned to that task. We've assigned one object to the Main Site Clearance task. If you open up Task Properties Resources on the right side of the screen, with the Main Site Clearance task selected, you will see the 3D model resource that you have assigned to the task. If we had assigned more resources to this task, they would all be listed here. If you realize that you have assigned an object to the wrong task by mistake, you can fix this by right-clicking in this window and selecting Unassign All. This will remove all of the resources assigned to the task. If you want to remove just one resource, right-click on the item at the lowest level, rather than any of the levels above it which can be collapsed or expanded. Select Unassign from the context menu. Alternatively, you can select the object in the 3D window, right-click and select Unassign from Assign to Tasks. If you have assigned the resource using the wrong use profile, you can change it by selecting the resource, again at the lowest tree level. Select the correct use profile from the drop-down box below. Once a resource has been assigned, this is the only place where the use profile can be changed. Changing the use profile in the Fast settings does not affect resources that have already been assigned to a task. Once you have finished working with the resource, you should deselect it by clicking in the white space or clicking in the 3D window and pressing Escape on your keyboard. To review, the three steps to assigning a 3D resource to a task are: 1. Select the tasks that you want to assign the 3D resources to. 2. Select the correct use profile. And 3. Select the 3D objects and assign to the task. Move the focus time after the 3 excavation tasks and practice by assigning areas 1, 2, and 3 to the tasks Excavation 1, Excavation 2, and Excavation 3. In this video, you will learn different methods for assigning resources to a task. There are 5 different ways to link the 3D models to the schedule. Which method you use is entirely up to you to choose. The first method is to assign from the 3D window by a right click. To do this, select the task that you want the objects to be linked to. Select an item or items within the 3D window so that they are highlighted. Then right-click and select Assign to Selected Tasks from the context menu. With the resources and tasks selected, you could alternatively right-click in the task list and select Assign Selected Resources. The second method is to assign from the 3D window using drag and drop. To do this, select an item or items within the 3D window so that they are highlighted. Hold down both the Ctrl and Alt keys on your keyboard. Continuing to hold those keys, left-click and drag the cursor from the 3D object into the Gantt chart. Release the mouse button over the desired task to assign the objects. The third method is to assign using the Ctrl-Shift-A shortcut. Do this by selecting the task that you want the objects to be linked to, select an item or items within the 3D window so that they are highlighted, then hold down the Control key on the keyboard, then the Shift key, then the A key. The fourth method is to assign from the resources list by a right click. To do this, select the task that you want the objects to be linked to, open the Resources tab, select an item or items within the 3D window so that they are highlighted. The names of the objects will be highlighted within the Resources window. Alternatively, if you know the name of the resource, you can select it directly from the list in the Resources window. Then right-click in the Resources window and select Assign to Selected Tasks. The fifth method is to assign from the Resources window via drag and drop. This method only works when assigning items one at a time. To use this method, select an item either from the 3D window or directly in the Resources list, left-click on the highlighted resource's name in the Resources list, then, holding down the left mouse button, drag and drop over the required task. The task does not need to be selected beforehand in this method. In this video, you will learn how to review resource assignments. To view the construction sequence, in the 3D view, right-click and select Zoom, then Zoom All. Rotate the view in the 3D window so that the road is facing you. Click within the timeline at the top of the Gantt chart right before the start of the excavation tasks. Drag the focus time along to the right through time to see the excavations being removed. Another way to do this is using the commands in the Play ribbon. First select Move to Start, then select Play. The speed can be adjusted using the Play Speed drop-down. For example, choosing 1 week will play the focus time faster than the 1-day play speed. To stop the focus time, select Stop from the ribbon. While reviewing, you may want to know which resources are assigned to a particular task. You can easily select all the resources assigned to a task using the Select Assigned Resources command. As an example, move the focus time after the main site clearance, so the initial main site excavation has been removed. Select the Excavation 3 task from the task list. Then right-click and choose Select Assigned Resources. This command will select and highlight in the 3D window all of the objects assigned to that task. Left-click in the 3D window, then press Escape to deselect all. Conversely, while reviewing, you may also want to see which tasks a particular object is assigned to. As an example, select one of the excavation objects in the 3D window. Right-click, then select Display Assigned to Tasks. This will select and highlight all of the tasks that the object is assigned to. If required, the work breakdown structure in the task list will be expanded to display the assigned to tasks. The task list will automatically scroll to the first task to which the object has been assigned. If it has been assigned to multiple tasks, you will need to scroll through the task list to see all of the highlighted tasks. Left-click in the 3D window, then press Escape to deselect all. In this video, you will learn about assigning objects to multiple tasks. An object can be assigned to multiple tasks if needed. In the tutorial example, the pile mats will first be installed and then later removed as the excavation proceeds. To begin, select Navigator and then 3D Sets. Check the box to show Site Infrastructure